Greetings, beautiful beings. Hope you are well. Let us continue with chapter 1. Today we're at lesson 15. Doing great, guys. Keep going. Okay, so we're at chapter 1, the meaning of miracles, part 7, and this is called Distortions of Miracle Impulses. Your distorted perceptions produce a dense cover over miracle impulses, making it hard for them to reach your own awareness. The confusion of miracle impulses with physical impulses is a major perceptual distortion. Physical impulses are misdirected miracle impulses. All real pleasure comes from doing God's will. This is because not doing it, is a denial of self. Denial of self results in illusions, while correction of the error brings release from it. Do not deceive yourself into believing that you can relate in peace to God or to your brothers with anything external. Child of God, you were created to create the good, the beautiful, and the holy. Do not forget this. The love of God, for a little while, must still be expressed through one body to another, because vision is still so dim. You can use your body best to help you enlarge your perception so you can achieve real vision, of which the physical eye is incapable. Learning to do this is the body's only true usefulness. Fantasy is a distorted form of vision, and fantasies of any kind are distortions, because they always involve twisting perception into unreality. Actions that stem from distortions are literally the reactions of those who know not what they do. Fantasy is an attempt to control reality according to false needs. Let me read that again. Fantasy is an attempt to control reality according to false needs. Twist reality in any way, and you are perceiving destructively. Fantasies are a means of making false associations and attempting to obtain pleasure from them. But although you can perceive false associations, you can never make them real, except to yourself. You believe in what you make. If you offer miracles, you will be equally strong in your belief in them. The strength of your conviction will then sustain the belief of the miracle receiver. Fantasies become totally unnecessary as the wholly satisfying nature of reality becomes apparent to both the giver and receiver. Reality is lost through usurpation, which produces tyranny. As long as a single slave remains to walk the earth, your release is not complete. Complete restoration of the sonship is the only goal of the miracle-minded. This is a course in mind training. All learning involves attention and study at some level, and some of the later parts of the course rest too heavily on these earlier sections not to require their careful study. You will also need them for preparation. Without this, you may become much too fearful of what is to come to make constructive use of it. However, as you study these earlier sections, you will begin to see some of the implications that will be amplified later on. A solid foundation is necessary because of the confusion between fear and awe to which I have already referred, and which is often made. I have said that awe is inappropriate in connection with the sons of God, because you should not experience awe in the presence of your equals. However, it was so emphasized that awe is proper in the presence of your Creator. It was also emphasized that awe is proper in the presence of your Creator. I have been careful to clarify my role in the atonement without either over or understating it. I am also trying to do the same with yours. I have stressed that awe is not an appropriate reaction to me because of our inherent equality. Some of the later steps in this course, however, involve a more direct approach to God Himself. It would be unwise to start on these steps without careful preparation, or awe will be confused with fear, and the experience will be more traumatic than beatific. Healing is of God in the end. The means are being carefully explained to you. Revelation may occasionally reveal the end to you, but to reach it, the means are needed. Okay, let's move to the lesson 15. For those not doing the text first. Okay, lesson 15. My thoughts are images that I have made. It is because the thoughts you think appear as images that you do not recognize them as nothing. You think them, and so you think you see them. This is how your seeing was made. This is the function you have given your body's eyes. It is not seeing, it is image making. It takes the place of seeing, replacing vision with illusions. This introductory idea to the process of image making that you call seeing will not have much meaning for you. You will begin to understand it when you have seen little edges of light around the same familiar objects which you see now. That is the beginning of real vision. You can be certain that real vision will come quickly when this has occurred. As we go along, you may have many light episodes. They may take many different forms, some of them quite unexpected. Do not be afraid of them. They are signs that you are opening your eyes at last. They will not persist, because they merely symbolize true perception, and they are not related to knowledge. These exercises will not reveal knowledge to you, but they will prepare the way to it. In practicing the idea for today, repeat it first to yourself, and then apply it to whatever you see around you, using its name and letting your eyes rest on it as you say, "This table is an image that I have made. This book, or that book, is an image that I have made." It is not necessary to include a large number of specific subjects for the application of today's idea. It is necessary, however, to continue to look at each subject while you repeat the idea to yourself. The idea should be repeated quite slowly each time. Although you will obviously not be able to apply the idea to very many things during the minute or so of practice that is recommended, try to make the selection as random as possible. Less than a minute will do for the practice periods if you begin to feel uneasy. Do not have more than 3 application periods for today's idea, unless you feel completely comfortable with it, and do not exceed 4. However, the idea can be applied as needed throughout the day. Okay, so that's lesson 15. Jesus Commentary in a Year of Forgiveness. 4. Lesson 15. My thoughts are images that I have made. You are blessed beings, indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. These lessons do challenge your mind, don't they? You are trained to believe there is an objective world out there that is completely separate from you, that has nothing to do with you, and that will never change, no matter what happens inside your mind. This is one of the great secrets kept from you over the most recent millennia. It was not always so. There were teachings a long time ago, really in alignment with this work. It is the intended practice of some of the established religious structures of your society to keep you from understanding how your mind works. If you don't understand how your mind works, you constantly, we will say, shoot yourself in the foot by blaming and projecting and not assuming responsibility for the world you project out from you. That knowledge allows you to transform your world very quickly. And those ruling powers do not want that. They want you in a powerless, fearful, and easily controlled place. They're doing that pretty well, aren't they? They've got that done and down, for sure. But we will not dwell on this, and we will not call these sins. We will merely say these were errors that many people made, and now we are correcting those errors. We do not want to get into blame. We do not want to maintain the dualistic belief that someone was bad and you were good. Therefore, you are a victim of the world, you see. As you now reclaim your power over the world you experience, you begin to understand that it is up to you what you experience. This is a wonderful, powerful place, a place of joy. We want you to feel that joy in you. We want you to feel that joy in you, that you are able to work miracles. You are a miracle-minded person, and you are in alignment with truth deep inside your consciousness. You have merely forgotten, and you have covered that truth with mistaken ideas, identities, and focus. And today we congratulate you, once again, for coming to this lesson. We want to encourage you to come again tomorrow. This year is one of transformation on your planet. You will be well served to preemptively transform your mind so that you are not so attached to the way things are. When you see great changes or great turbulence on your planet's surface, weather or politics or money, you do not overtly identify with the world, and you connect to spirit so that you are at peace. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thank you, blessed beings. Namaste.